Yeah, 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 yeah. We in the meth lab. We in the meth lab. Got your host, Big Twin. How's everybody doing out there? Shout out to everybody that subscribed, everybody that like, everybody that comment, everybody that share. Shout out to y'all. Peace to y'all. I see y'all. Trust me, I'm paying attention. We're gonna talk about racism in NYC. Nobody talks about this. Let's get see. This is something that nobody talks about. You know what I mean? People always talk about racism down south, even on the West Coast and the mid states, even upstate, up north, upstate New York, everything. But nobody talks about racism here in NYC. It does exist, you know what I mean? But you got to be paying attention to catch it. It ain't blatant. It ain't blatant. It's spiritual, you know what I mean? You got to be woke to catch it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with the Arabs in the store, the Arabs in the corner store. I'm gonna start off with them. Most of these guys, they don't like us. They think that we a piece of shit. You know what I mean? We a piece of shit in their eyes. Now you got a couple of the dudes in the hood that might rock with them and that they rock with. That's politics right there. They have to rock with them. You understand what I'm saying? When you have a business in a certain area, you have to rock with the people that live in the area. You understand what I'm saying? If it's only at least two or three people, you know what I mean? You gotta rock with them. You have to. So they not rocking with certain dudes in the hood because they actually like them. They doing it because it's politics, it's political, it's a part of the business. They understand that they have to rock with people in the hood. You know what I mean? In order for their store to stay there and thrive and everything to be safe. You know what I mean? And to keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? They always need at least one dude in the hood to run to, like, oh, that's going to vouch for them. Like, oh, nah, leave him alone. Don't jump over the counter and smack his head off. He's cool. You know what I mean? He's cool. Don't touch him. Don't do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? They need to be at least one dude. Sometimes they'll even put like one of the dudes in the hood. They'll let him rock behind the counter and all that for a couple of hours out the day. You know what I mean? But that dude that they usually let rock and rock behind the counter, dude usually have a slave mentality, like them type of dudes that they let rock and they trust them and all of that. They trust them. They know too, like deep down that dude is weak. You know what I mean? That the dude they letting rock behind the counter is weak and all of that. But they don't like us, you know what I mean? They just it's all political, you know what I mean? They like your money. They like your money, especially if you not Islam, especially if you don't worship Islam the way they do. They definitely don't care about you. They look at you like you a piece of shit. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the facts of corner stores here in New York City. You understand? You know, these dudes, they'll let most of the people that live in the hood, they'll let you go. Like, say you might be $1 short, you might be a couple of cents short. They'll let you go and all that. They let you go because they know you live over there. They know you gonna come back. They know they the only store that you go to. They know you coming back. That's why they let you go. It ain't because they like you. It's never because they like you. You know what I mean? It's all political. You know what I mean? They understand that they conducting a business and there's certain things that they're gonna have to let rock in order to continue to conduct their business. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the facts of the whole thing. And then I'm a shift it over real quick too. I'm gonna shift it over to the Chinese restaurant. Okay. Now, growing up in the hood, a lot of us we grew up on Chinese food. You understand what I'm saying? We like Chinese food. We eat Chinese food. We grew up on it. You understand what I'm saying? Um, be short 5 or 10 cent. You know what I mean? Say the order, whatever you ordered is let's say it's 9.90. Let's say it's $10, and you only got 9.95 and shit. Yo, there's a 99% chance that they not gonna let you go for that little 5 cent. They not gonna let you go. These people also don't like us. They only like our money. Now, right now, I'm not banging on none of these races and all that. This is pure facts. You understand what I'm saying? This is pure facts. What I'm saying. This is what goes on. This is what happens. Here in NYC. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to let you go for 5 cents. You know what I'm saying? This is what goes on here in NYC. And every race on this planet has they have a word that they call black people. You know, some of the words that they call black people, we might know, but then there's also a lot of words that they call us that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But every race has their little moniker, their little jab that they throw at us. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in secret or it's right in front of our face, but we don't know. You understand? Some of it we know. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of living here in NYC. You know. So now I'm gonna move on next. I'm gonna move on to the Africans. Okay. Now you got the Africans from Africa. You know, a lot of them they come over here and they get little stores. They sell a lot of fake shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they known for. They known for selling a lot of fake shit. So these people most of the time won't even look you in your eye. You understand what I'm saying? They won't even look you in your eye, but yet they want your money. Now, don't get me wrong. There's cool ones out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cool ones out there too. But most of them, they just want your money. They won't even look you in the eye. You might look like them. You might have the same complexion as them and all that, right? But they still don't look at you like you're them. You know, us Black Americans here in America and the actual Africans from Africa, we not the same. You know, I don't care what type of bullshit they run into you in these books and this and that. We're not the same people. You understand what I'm saying? Now I understand that we have been socially engineered. Us blacks in America, we've brainwashed. We completely out of our shell. We socially engineered, but they are also, but they're socially engineered different from their system. They're under British rule and they've been over there for quite some time too. But we not the same. So they look at us like we not the same. And you know what? They right. They're 100% correct. We ain't the same and all of that. But we all got the same hearts. We all born with God in our heart. You understand what I'm saying? We born with God in our heart. So we all have the divine spirit that's in us to treat each other with respect, treat each other, with moral and morality. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't. They just want your money. They don't even look at you. And a lot of like y'all women, a lot of y'all so-called Black American women and all that, they won't even touch y'all. You know what I'm saying? They won't even touch y'all. Facts. Miss Martha's son. Um, they might let you go for 5 cents and take 5 cents from the next Black person as collateral, and that's a whole fact. I like that. I like that. That's a whole fact. Let me see something. It's live. I'm trying to see if I could somehow add it into the comments. For some reason, it's not letting me add the actual StreamYard link into the comments. Um, Trying to figure it out right now. Let me see if I can add the link. Because anybody who wants to join is welcome to join into this live. But first, I got to figure out how to add the link in. I'm not used to going live. I usually do pre-recordings and the interviews and pre-recordings, so I don't completely got it figured out how to add the link in. I know a lot of people do, but I don't yet. I'm still trying to figure it out now how to add the link. Let's see how can I do it. Trying to figure it out right now how to add the link to the comments. Yo, anybody know how to add the StreamYard link into the comments? Leave me a little comment and explain to me, how that's done. You know what I mean? Explain to me how that's done so I can see. Then I'm gonna move on to the Indians, right? A lot of the Indians from India that own the actual they own a lot of the dollar stores, right? They own a lot of the dollar stores in New York. It's the same thing with them. You know what I mean? They don't like us either. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? Let me say this too. There's a lot of people that even if you do share the same train of thought as them or the same religion as them, they still won't accept you because they feel like that religion, whatever religion or whatever denomination that they worship is for them. It's not for us. You understand what I'm saying? So they won't even accept you either when you share the same denomination as them. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to add the link into this comments and all that. Anybody know? Y'all could leave me a comment and let me know real quick how to add the link. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I think I've done it in the past, but for some reason it ain't letting me do it right now. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Word up too. Um, Once again, rest in peace to X. Rest in peace to X. If you ask me, DMX was Lazarus in the Bible. DMX was Lazarus in the Bible, walking with the dogs, feeling pain. You know, he was the reincarnation of Lazarus. Yo, Pain, I'm live right now. I don't know how to add the link into the comments that I can let people in. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I'm live on the mobile right now. Right. Where it says more. Okay, it don't say that for me. Oh, there it is. I do see it. Yep, did it. And then click chat. Copy, copy. Yo, bro, you already know. Good looking. You already. Yeah, you already know. All right. Good looks. You already. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of people. Just because you share the same denomination as them, but you don't share the same race as them. You understand what I'm saying? So they won't accept you. They won't add you in. Now let me get to the Peruvians and the small hats that own the jewelry stores. This is going to be interesting. This one's going to be a little bit interesting. Okay, for everybody who don't know, jewelry is sold for quadruple of what it's worth, which means it's sold for 4 times of what it's worth. So now let's say you have a piece of jewelry that's it's worth $10, right? Let's say the piece of jewelry is worth $10. It's going to get sold for $40. You understand what I'm saying? And it's only worth $10, right? Now, if any of y'all think I'm bullshitting, I'm gonna give y'all a quick example real quick. Say you go to the jewelry store right now, right? And let's say you buy like a 14 karat gold ring, right? And on the front of the ring has a bunch of diamonds. It might have like 1 carat or 2 carat diamonds on the whole front of the ring. And let's say the ring is gonna cost you, let's say about maybe $1,300. The ring will cost you $1,400. All right. And you might ask the jeweler, why does this cost $1,400? He gonna say because it's 14 karat gold and look at the diamonds. Look at the diamonds. It has diamonds. Okay, cool. So you buy it. You end up buying the ring, right? Now you got the ring. Wait for a week later. A week later, a week passes, you don't want the ring no more. So you decide you want to sell the ring. Go to the pawn shop, you know, you on your thirsty shit, your hungry shit, you know. You go to the pawn shop with the ring. The pawn shop, right? Mind you, you paid 1,400 for this ring. The pawn shop is willing to offer you $250 for this ring. And you know what you're gonna say to the pawn shop? You're gonna say, hold up, $250? Yo, this ring got diamonds in it. It got diamonds. You know what they're gonna tell you? We don't care about the diamonds. We only care about the weight. We only care about the grams, the penny weights of how much it weighs. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna tell you. So Just know when you buy jewelry here in the there's thousands of jewelry stores here in NYC. When you buy jewelry, just know that you're paying 4 times of what it's really worth. Don't believe me? Go back and try to sell it. Try to pawn it. That pawn shop, the people in the pawn shop, they're gonna tell you exactly what your shit is worth. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you exactly. So, if you are the type that likes to buy jewels and all that, here's some things you gotta know when you playing games, when you playing out here in NYC, you need to know the penny weights, you need to know the grams. And if it got diamonds, you need to know the carats. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta know these things because they know the jewelers, they know that you don't have an education, that you don't have a education on jewelry. And that's why they're able to do this. You understand what I'm saying? This is why they're able to sell it for 4 times of what it's worth. And us as being black people, we like to look good. You understand what I'm saying? We always did. It's 10,000 years old, 20,000 years old of us looking good. It's ancient. It's an ancient thing that we like to look good. So what happens is we want it so bad. We want to look so good. We're gonna buy it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you got some extra money in your pocket, you might blow the whole thing. We're gonna buy it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna buy it anyway, just because we like to look good. You know what I'm saying? But just know that when you walk out the store, say it's two dudes walking the store. You got two brothers, or two brothers and a mother and an uncle. They all inside the store. I promise you, when you walk out the store, they're gonna look at each other and they're gonna chuckle. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna giggle. I've seen them do it with my own eyes. I've been in the jewelry stores by myself, and I've seen regular stupid hood niggas make crazy purchases. You understand what I'm saying? And I see them when a dude walks out. I see the way the jewelers look at each other. You know what I'm saying? They giggle, they laugh because they know you just was a come up for them. They just came up crazy. You know what I'm saying? They just came up crazy or for you buying that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is normal business here in NYC. This is normal business. The same way the car mechanics always throw like an extra 100, extra 50, 75 to $100 on the repair. That's the same thing with the jewelry stores. So you can't. It ain't like you could take the whole thing to court. Ain't like you could say, "Yo, I just bought a necklace that was $5,000, right? And I went back to sell it, and they was only willing to give me 800 for it." You can't take that to court because it's already doctrinated. That business, the business of them charging more or and charging quadruple of what it's worth, it's already doctrinated, like here in New York. So you can't fight something that's already out there, that already exists, that it's already it's conducting, it's already an operating business. So you can't fight that. You can't even you can't even take that to court or none of that. You understand what I'm saying? It's already operating business. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I spoke on this. I'm glad that I spoke on all this because I don't see nobody really speaking on like the racism that goes on here in New York. And let me tell you real quick, in the old New York, you could just walk to the street and you could wave. You could wave for a cab, right? And a cab would stop. But things done changed. You know what I'm saying? Things changed a lot. When you go to the street right now and wave a cab, like I swear, at least like maybe like 5, 6 cabs is going to pass you before one of them stop. You understand what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm not talking about being down in Midtown Manhattan or lower east side downtown Manhattan. I'm talking about being uptown, being in the Bronx, being in Brooklyn. At least 5, 6 cabs is going to pass you before one stop. It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? It's a new New York. You know what I'm saying? Everything's different now. You know what I'm saying? And mostly us dudes that wear like these type of hats and all of that, you know, they don't want to stop. You know what I mean? They don't want to stop for us. The cabs don't want to stop for us. Because a lot of dudes with this hip hop look them blew the cab driver's brains out. You know what I'm saying? They done put his brains all over the front seat, in the past. This happened quite a few times, public record here in NYC. So that's another thing that we got to speak on. A lot of us make it bad for the rest of us. You understand what I'm saying? We can even take it to let's say like in the working field and jobs. Um there might be a guy that you work with in your job that he slacks a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's always late. He always comes into work late. You understand what I'm saying? Even when it's time to take the lunch break, he come he come back from the lunch break late. You know what I mean? He don't do the job right, and he's very slow at doing the job. You understand what I'm saying? And that dude looks just like me. He looked like Big Twin. He looked like me. You know what I'm saying? So now here comes Big Twin strolling in to the job to get a job and try to fill out an application for the job. I'm strolling in, and now the job don't want to hire me because I remind them of the dude of this dude Sean that works in here. He's already in here fucking up. I remind them of him. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of us that make it bad for the rest of us. You understand what I'm saying? A dude that might have looked just like me might have put the cab driver's brains on the passenger seat. Now the cab don't want to stop for me. You understand what I'm saying? Um, a dude that might look like me might have ran up in one of the sneaker stores and said, "Yo, let me try those on. Let me try those on," and got them both on his feet, looked in the mirror a couple times, and then dipped out the store. A dude that looked just like me. So now when I walk in there, here we go. You know, they looking at me. You know what I'm saying? You got. I would give you an example of something that I actually watched happen to me a couple times. You know, I've actually walked in the stores and tried on the sneakers, and I've seen one of the dudes that's behind the counter. He'll come from behind the counter and he'll go to the front of the store as if he's guarding the door. You know what I'm saying? He's guarding the door. He's making sure that I don't run out. You know what I'm saying? When the truth is that for me to run out the store with the sneakers on, it didn't cross my mind not one time. I got the money. Like I'm up. I have the money in my pocket to buy whatever type of sneakers. There's not a sneaker in this store that I can't afford. That's what they don't know. I could afford any sneaker in there. You understand what I'm saying? But since the last dude who went up in there tried on the sneakers and took flight and ran out, they think that I'm going to do the same thing. One of our sad realities that a lot of us make it bad for the rest of us. Shout out to Miss Martha's son. Nice topics for real. Thank you, I appreciate it. And she says, "Is it okay to tell at the workplace?" Another good question, and that is a good question. And she says, "To a supervisor or management, I mean." Um, that's a great question. Okay, is it okay to tell at the workplace? Another good question. Um, Me, my upbringing would tell you that it's not okay to tell for anything. You understand what I'm saying? It's not okay to tell for anything. You have to put yourself in a position where you do what you could do, right? It doesn't matter if Joe Blow, who's working next to you, ain't doing the right thing. You do what you could do. Don't worry about telling on him. Just you do your part. Whatever task they gave you, you complete your task. Don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna his truth, his reality, his truth is going to destroy him. You know, the truth of him being a slacker and being slow and being late is going to destroy him. He's going to destroy himself because of his actions. Don't worry about what Joe Blow is doing. Just whatever task they gave you, you worry about your task and you complete your task. Worry about yourself. And that's another thing like our people suffer from. We too much worried about what the next man is doing, what the next person is doing. Now you got to worry about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Born alone, die alone. You know what I'm saying? Keep God in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Worry about yourself. Do what you could do. You know, you got to question yourself every morning. Am I doing the best I could do? Am I going as hard as I can? Am I living as positive as I can live? You understand what I'm saying? You gotta worry about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And no, it ain't good to tell on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in telling on anything. You know what I'm saying? Let them fall. You know what I'm saying? If they moving wrong, they eventually gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? If they moving sideways, they eventually gonna fall on their face. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's not good to tell on nothing. You know. Matter of fact, you know who I seen the other day? I was on 149 in the Bronx. I ran into Mel Cross. Mel Cross is one of the dudes from Queen's Flip show, the NYC Blood show. I ran into Mel Cross. I seen him. You know, that brother's a good brother. He had good energy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mel Cross. I'm just gonna mention that because he's a YouTuber. You know what I mean? He's a YouTube dude, so I'm gonna mention that. facts. But yeah, there's racism here in New York. For y'all people that don't think it is, it definitely exists. And most of the people here in New York that own businesses here in New York are people that's not from New York. You understand what I'm saying? It's rare that you find somebody that's actually from the Bronx or from Brooklyn or from Queens or from Manhattan or from Staten Island or from Long Island that actually owns a store in these boroughs. It's rare. It's very rare. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that own the little vacancies here in New York are people that's not from here. You understand what I'm saying? And I always questioned myself. I always wondered, why is it like so easy to get off a plane, get off a plane here in New York City, right? And shortly after, you own a store. You understand what I'm saying? You don't really even have a paper trail. You don't have a paper trail to okay, you know how they do credit checks? Like, how do you do a credit check on somebody from Africa? You understand what I'm saying? How you do a credit check on somebody from Russia? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how that works. How do you do a credit check on somebody from Sudan, from Saudi Arabia? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I never understood how easy it is for these people to just come here and just get businesses that easy. Yet Yet the people that's actually from here, if they try to like get a business, they could barely get a business. They barely want to give us business loans. But the people that's from here try to get a business, they're gonna go through hell and hot water. I'm gonna tell you why. It goes back to what I was just saying a little while ago. It's about reputation. It's about reputation and past endeavors. Now, if let's say the small hats, right? If they own, let's say they own like a dollar store, a vacant dollar store right now, a storefront big enough to be a dollar store, and the last person they rented to was always their rent was always on time, right? What's going to be what will stop them from renting it to another guy that's from Saudi Arabia? Because the last guy that was from Saudi Arabia always had his rent money, right? He always had his rent money. So now he left and he got a business out in Miami somewhere. So now there's a new guy from Saudi Arabia. He wants to rent the spot. The small hats don't even want to check his credit. They don't want to check his paperwork or nothing. All they want to do is make sure he has the money to get into the spot, right? And that's it. Why? Why they don't care? Because they seen the last guy that looked just like him pay on time. You know what I'm saying? They seen him pay the rent. They seen him pay the rent on time and everything. So they gonna let him in like it's nothing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, yo, a lot of stuff is based off of reputation and off of past endeavors, past experiences people had with other people. You understand what I'm saying? Especially in the workforce. Um, this is an old saying I've heard people say before. You know who's the hardest people? The people that it's hardest for to get jobs. Two different types of people that's hardest to get jobs here in NYC. Young black men, young black men. I'm talking about black men 50 and under, young black men. And yeah, this is not to laugh. I'm gonna say this and all that, but I'm not trying to make a joke. This is just reality. And big black women. So I'm gonna say it again. The two types of people that is hardest, that it's the hardest for them, it's the most difficult for them to get jobs in NYC is young black men and big black women. Why is that? Why is it hard for young black men to get jobs? Because like I said before, they think right off the bat that we slackers, you know what I'm saying? That we ain't gonna ride for the job, that we gonna be late, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do this and we gonna do that, we gonna call out, right? And the reason why the big black woman is hard for them to get jobs is because two different reasons. One is because they're strong, and the let's say that the lady who does the hiring, she might fear the big black woman. You understand what I'm saying? So she's like, you know what, I ain't hiring her because if I ever have to tell her something, she's late, or I ever have to call her in the office to write her up, yo, she might smack my freaking head off. You know what I mean? She might smack the piss out of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to hire her. And here's another reason. And I'm sorry to say this, and this is a harsh reality. um, her appeal. You know what I'm saying? She's not really that appealing to the eyes. You understand what I'm saying? She's not really a person that has a she doesn't look approachable. You know what I'm saying? You can't confront her. She doesn't look approachable. She looks mean, right off the top, right off the rip without even knowing her. She looks mean. She doesn't look approachable. A lot of jobs like hiring people that look approachable, which is going to bring me into my next thing I want to say. If you go to a lot of like these hip hop stores, a lot of these hip hop stores here in New York, you're gonna see. Listen to this too, yo. Y'all gotta be with me on this. So feel me on this one. In New York City, right? There's a lot of hip hop stores where you're gonna have the young model looking girls, right? They work in the store, right? They getting commission. I guess whatever they sell you, they get a little percentage of whatever being sold. They get a little commission, right? A lot of these girls is giving the owners blowjobs. You understand what I'm saying? Ask me how I know this. I know this for a fact. Check. I'm gonna tell you why. They're not producing anything. The last 20 people that just walked into the store didn't buy anything. They just walked in there and looked. These girls are not producing anything. You understand what I'm saying? They're just walking, wandering around the store. They might ask you, "Do you need help?" You probably tell them, "Nah, I'm in here just looking," or "No, I don't need the help." They're not producing anything. So what makes the owners, right, want to keep them in the store? You understand what I'm saying? What would make the owner want to keep them in the store? She got to be doing something for the owner. You know what I'm saying? In order, to keep them in the store. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. And this might sound a little bit funny and all of that, but I'd rather talk to whoever's running the store when it comes to like me trying to buy something, or I might try to negotiate a price on something. I'd rather talk to the owner. I don't want to talk to them. Them young girls that they got working in the hip hop stores that's running around and all of that in the hip. I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want to talk to them. Y'all want to talk to your boss and all that. I don't want to talk to you and all of that. You know what I mean? They don't. If you're from NYC, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Exactly what I'm saying. I don't want to talk to the young girl working in the store. So I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to the boss. You know what I'm saying? Let the boss, let him help me with whatever. Let me negotiate with him. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to the young girl that's trying to show me, that's asking me, do I need help? Nope, I don't need help from you. Go get your boss. Let me talk to him. You understand what I'm saying? When I go into the stores to buy things and this and that, like, I go for that. I don't go for the extra shit. I don't go for like nobody's attitude. I don't come there to like to endure like your attitude. I don't know what type of day you might be having, whatever you going through with your baby father, like the niggas cheating on you or whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm just here I come to get what I came to get. I don't want to endure your attitude. So take me to the businessman. Send the businessman at me. Let me talk to him. I don't want to talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all people from New York, from NYC, y'all know what I'm talking about too. That's another entity too that you deal with. Like when you go out shopping here in NYC. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing you deal with, here. You know, right, right, right. Word up. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's on the check-in, everybody that's watching. You know what I mean? Anybody that's going to watch this, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? I see y'all. I see y'all. You already know. You already know. And now let's talk about health, right? Let's talk about health. Now, if a people, right? If a people that owns a restaurant or owns a deli, right? They cook in a deli, right? The people, they got the deli, they cook sandwiches, they cook whatever and all that in a deli, right? Or let's say the little small little restaurants in the store, in the hood, right? They cook, right? Now check it out. If these people don't really like you as a people, right? They look at you like you a piece of shit and you dirty. They don't like you as a people. What makes you think that they're gonna serve you correct? Like serve you like the food correctly? What makes you think that the food is kosher? The plates that you getting served, that they serving you on, is kosher. What makes you think that they wearing like gloves, like they wearing gloves in the stores, like to prepare your food? If they don't care about you, why should they care about what they're serving you? You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. If they don't care about you, why should they care on what they're serving you? You understand what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful and all that. You know, they call the hood the gutter and all of that. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's exactly what you eating out of. You eating out the gutter. Facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the food in the hood that these people are serving us, it's not fresh. It's not fresh food. Like it's a lot of the food where you think that it just got cooked, like it just got cooked like a couple of hours ago or early in that day. It really didn't. This is food from yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? This is food from last night. You know what I'm saying? People don't buy it, so they bring it right back out. They'll heat it up in the oven, or they'll heat it up in the microwave, or they'll use them little aluminum hot plates. You know what I'm saying? And they'll put the food right back in there to warm right back up. This food was from 2 days ago. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. If the people don't care about you, what makes you think they're gonna care about what they serve you, how they serve you? You understand what I'm saying? And that's another factor of living here in NYC. You know what I'm saying? And all of this, the root to everything I'm telling y'all right now is racism. You know what I'm saying? This is the root to everything. Like if people loved you as a people and they cared about you, they do right by you. You understand what I'm saying? They do right by you. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, a lot of people they came over here. This is what they came over here for. They only came over here to make money. They didn't come over here to make friends. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't come over here to have cheerleaders. Oh, they ain't come over here for that. They didn't come over here to get validation from you, whether you like them as a person or not. They came over here to sell you shit. They came over here to make money. That's all they came over here for you. This is the Meth Lab. This is Big Twin. You already know I'm signing out. Episode 31. Catch me on the next one. You already know. Y'all be safe out there.